out as long as you can. Problem is, you can't do that with him. Habang pinapatagal mo yung laro, binibigyan mo siya lalo ng space para ma-maximize kung ano man yung kit niya in the early game. So, ang hirap laruin ng players lang gusto na Bren kapag present yung hero niya.
Alright, so dito naman tayo. Nasa draft na Onyx PH versus Bren Esports. First two bans dito, Selena, Farsa, and the Diggy, and Grok naman sa side ng Bren. If you are Bren Esports, meron bang isang hero na ginagamit ng Onyx PH that you will strongly consider na wag ibigay?
I think Valir, that's one of the higher priorities ng Onyx PH. Pero with the first pick na side nila, I don't think they will go for that. Instead, they opt to go for the Kimi.
Kimi, showing the Kimi as your first pick. How do you feel towards bring out your marksman? And because it is Kimi, how do you feel showing that card super early into the draft, Yasu?
What I see sa ginagawa dito ng Onyx, they could go for 2 marksman. Gaya na nakita natin ang game kanina. But then, Kimi, andun pa rin yung long range mechanic niya. I think I've seen this game from before, na may Cecilion yung kalaban and then Onyx yung kabila. Hinarapan nila. Wow! I really like yung mga auto-locks dito.
Oh, wow! And they put the Harith on the Wise. The crowd here, you Midnight, I heard you. Oh, my Venus on the Estes. Why were you so happy about that?
Well, the thing about Estes, it's on the hands of Venus. Siyempre, hindi lang yun. It's against a Cecilion na kulang ng damage in the early game.
Yep.
If you have a sustainable support on your lineup and you have a Kimi in Harin, who does on the side of Bren Esports stop that kind of aggressive playstyle?
Baksha naman ang pinik ng Bren Esports dito as a response. What do you guys think about that?
I like it. It's against 2 mages. Knowing na si Kimi dito nilalaro ng hybrid, sometimes bumubuo muna siya ng Bay of Despair bago yung glowing one. Pero the thing is, kukulangan sila ng damage to take this guy down. I do think pwede pa nga maglagay. And binan na yung Uranus. Pero one option for Bren Esports as well is the X-Borg. Mind you, first pick sila pagdating ng second phase.
A lot of the tanks getting banned out here. Uranus was banned, Akai, Kufra, Grok banned by Bren Esports. They're really, andun na yung pressure sa Onyx to find a viable tank to go up against this. Yeah, so who would you feel would be a good tank para sa Onyx PH, seeing what Bren Esports is locking in now?
Binan na lahat ng Bren Esports yung tank dito na always nakikita natin. But then, pa si Hylos, if they want to go for an aggressive play, pwede nilang ilatag yung Glorious Pathway. Kung gusto nilang kumapol or kung gusto nilang mag-stay close, at dito sa isang Cecilion na kinuha ng isang Bren na probably way in the back, if you want to close the gap between your damage dealer and kay Cecilion, kailangan mo ng mabilis ang daanan talaga in Glorious Pathway with the Hylos. Ang gonna be yung sagot nila.
And ang bilis ng mga picking dito. It's like they're not, it's not that they're not, oh, 1-1. Getting picked out was the last pick.
Yeah, that's the reason why they banned out the Akai. It's really good against 1-1. You lock him down. Essentially, tinatanggal mo yung marksman ng Bren Esports. So, Bren Esports, in advance lang nila, they didn't go for the typical Granger Bruno kasi you're up against a Kimi and a Harith. You need mobility on your marksman. Ngayon, hindi pwede si Kari. Remember, you're facing against Harith and Kimi. Sobrang bilis ng tempo na yan. One option is for the Claude, pero problem is may Estes. So, the last remaining option for them is the Granger or the 1-1. Problem with Granger is counter na counter siya ni Harith kasi the thing about that matchup is hindi mo pwedeng barilin ng basta-basta si Harith. Very directional based yung hero. So if you have a Harith on your lineup, walang problema kay Granger. So Bren Esports opted to go for the 1-1.
Nakita na natin ang draft. So, our favorite part, predictions, real quickly. Yasu, who's gonna take game 1?
Gusto ko dito yung draft ng Bren. Actually, nung nakita ko yung 1-1, sinasabi ko kanina, Cho, nasa kanya ng lahat. Pero I've seen many games na may Cho na hinahabol nila yung 1-1 na nahihirapan sila. And once na nakapag-ulti na dito si 1-1, kapag na-obliterate na dito, firstly, si Estes, they could probably own the game para sa side ng Bren Esports. But I'm still gonna go for Bren.
Midnight.
Ako, super quick and fast-paced rotations from Onyx PH. So Onyx PH ako.
All right, tied up. Pressure's on me. All of us are gonna win because it's gonna be a great game.
Yeah.
So let's bring it over to our casters for the action.
Oh my Venus, once again, is going to be on that Estes, and of course,
No
we are
bias
no
whatsoever
bias. We
from
are
this
gonna-
side.
From this side, no bias at all. But we are going to be your casters this time around. I'm Omlet. Alongside of me is Swarley. How do you feel about that 1-1 pick, though? That
Well,
final pick of
I like the hero. We haven't seen as much of it as the other leagues per se. Because as far as I know, in the Malaysian and Singapore league, 1-1 is picked a lot more.
Yeah, it's all about. I mean, at this point, Onyx not purely black and yellow.
That's true. Very good analysis there, my friend.
Black, red, and yellow, and this is against black, the OG black and yellow, and the gold medalists as well on the side of Brand Esports. Lineup-wise, I'm liking how Onyx PH is still going to revert back to how they usually play the game. That's with Oh My Venus, just like what Midnight said, being hyper-aggressive as the support player. And Fusaken, just like what he said as well, is just allowing Oh My Venus to further the incentives of being aggressive support, especially with that high loss pickup.
Yeah, especially with 3 flame shots as well on the Bren Esports side. You know you want to run at the enemy, burst someone down, just tremendous damage.
Speaking of tremendous damage, there's going to be a tremendous take here in the mid and the buff, secured by Wise actually.
Yep, 500 gold in the bank for Onyx this early on. No kills just yet though.
No kills at all, just playing it safe. Onyx BH, the first runner-up, going up against the former
Champions,
Brand Esports.
but not with this lineup per se. So Brent still, with this lineup, they have something to prove. Lasty is gonna be Boktat here. He'll be able to secure the crab, the coin, for themselves at least.
At least.
For the moment,
That's some money, but Onyx BH is slowly edging up the lead here by 1,000.
Arrow almost actually, but look at that. Largest play playing with them. Stutter stepping. When you're stutter stepping in front of your enemy, you know you want to make a statement.
Yeah, I don't care if you're gonna auto attack me. I can just dodge all your skill shots. That's what Rebo has yet to secure there.
Ooh, crab. Fight for the crab here. Gonna break the leash though, so it's gonna regen. The top lane will be secured by Bren here. Onyx wants to get this one, but Coco and Lasty are thinking otherwise. Nope. Good try though. Good try. Good try.
Good try, but this is a big 4-man rotation in the bottom lane. Dilar, meanwhile.
Ooh. Almost, but not quite here. Pasha over here. Fuzak and maybe in a bad spot here, but nope, that is a tanky high loss. Turret will fall. Even Harith secures that one. A good start for the Harith.
Yeah.
Especially with Secret Shop, you get that first turret. You're gonna get your first item very, very early.
And that's why Harith has been very dangerous. Not as much in the recent patches, but
Harith is gonna be that annoying kid you nerf and nerf, but will always be there. Arrow will connect onto Fusaken, but still very, very tanky over in the side. Like, oh my Venus will be caught out, but is he really being caught out here? Lasty even will be caught in a bad spot here. The Zaman Force has been dropped. Gimme will pick up the first blood against Lasty's backshot, and they want more. Oh my Venus and company, will they have the catch for Coco? Unfortunately, not enough reach, but top lane, Glar, no way you're gonna catch that with the Jit Kundo. He can just move away.
And just do his job over the top side. There's gonna be another buff secured on the side of Onyx PH. Lasty is gonna do what he can here. Just scout anybody up ahead. Battle for the cabbage.
Yeah, always going for the cabbage. You're on a farm. But Kaltisi will fall a bit low, but not really threatened on that 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1's not as threatening. Yeah, you mentioned earlier that 1-1 has been being picked up by the other regions of the MPL. Not so much here locally.
I guess there's just a lack of comfort using the hero. Yes, he's good late game, but hold that thought, Coco. Falling a bit low here. Turtle will be secured by Harith. So Harith already with a dream start, and he wants more. He might get Coco, but he's gonna get it. No problem, Lasty. Going back in, rowing. Arrow won't connect from Rebo, and Fusaken will get away with murder.
And murder, indeed, is what's happening now. 2-0 lead by Onyx PH onto the side of Bren Esports. No one has yet established a dominating map control here. No tier 1 turrets
it's a
falling down.
4,000 goal lead. Yeah, they're also picking up his Raptor Machete as well. So all as well
on
for
the side
Onyx.
of Wise, well, there's the first turret. On the side of Wise, I was just about to say, Harith is one of the heroes that can quickly tear down the HPs of the tier 1 turrets, because as soon as you drop the Zama Force and you go for the Chrono Dash, there's going to be bonus attack damage that's going to be stacking on top of every auto attack that you make, which makes quick work on any tier 1 turrets. I'm surprised Wise hasn't been doing that as much.
Well, probably just you don't have, once you feel you're comfortable in the game, that's when you really want to take objectives. So maybe it's a bit of a shot calling from Onyx that you don't want to commit too much too soon.
And Oh My Venus is there to back everybody up as well as Fuzak. And oh, that was a beautiful grab.
Lasty is gonna be here. Zaman Force has been dropped. Wise doing so much damage. Lasty will be the first to fall here, and no return kill from the side of Bren Esports. But no, I think they want to go for more. They're gonna go for another invade here, just stealing the buffs away, take everything away from the Bren Esports. Sicilian, you know, the definition of the glass cannon. If you get caught out, you're just gonna die, you're just gonna explode. And it was too much. It was too much, said Bren Esports. We need to calm ourselves down.
They do. I mean, Sicilian hasn't been as effective as we want it to be, as a lot of the people expected him to be. I mean, yeah, second skill, yeah, that's gonna be dishing out a very good AOE. Everybody's gonna be cramped together in one spot. First skill was gonna be dishing out a lot of damage, and this ultimate, bonus movement speed and bonus damage.
Sicilian kind of works like Alto as well, that you have to get your stats, right? For you to be able to get that tremendous magic damage. It's also interestingly, I'm surprised teams aren't picking Sicilian with his lore partner Carmilla.
I don't think it's wise to have a dual mage setup in this meta.
Maybe they'd have to sacrifice a marksman, but then again, some teams like playing Carmilla in the offlane. Some like playing her as a support as well. But yeah, I think for it to be super effective, it has to be taken in the marksman and the mage role.
I completely feel that Sicilian can actually work as a support, especially considering the fact that his second skill on its own has the potential of catching an entire team. And that's already a huge avenue to go into the setup. And that to the fact that he can play like a support mage such as Valir, who can dish out a lot of damage and provide crowd control at the same time. I feel like that's the true
potential of
this.
Yeah, but you heard it here first, guys, from Nomad PH. Maybe we'll see a support Sicilian in the future, because the potential is definitely there with the Sanguine Claw setup.
Yeah. And speaking of setup, this is going to be a turtle setup by Onyx Page. Bren Esports is going to be trying
Arrow.
to connect this to Arrow connects, and as well as
it's going to connect onto Hylos, but he doesn't care. I mean, yeah, Hylos.
It's
Zaman Force has been dropped here. Wise trying to poke at the tower, not even poking, just demolishing the tower off the back. Lastly, forced to roll away. What can you do on that back shot? Just gonna roll away.
Just roll away, and I'm not seeing Bren Esports being hyper active in this game in a way that they're not forcing team fights onto Onyx Page. It's always Onyx Page forcing the team fights, and I feel like I have to attribute that to Oh My Venus, just because that Oh My Venus and Fuzukan, I mean, because as long as they're with Wise, they can keep him alive as much as possible, and they can go for the fights. As soon as Wise is in a bad spot, glorious pathway to disengage, and then Oh My Venus diving in.
I mean, that's why they call him the Queen.
That's true.
The Queen of ML Esports. And 1-1, let's go back to it. A hero that is very good in the late game, but Onyx PH, I don't think they want to drag this on too long.
Yeah, we're already 7 minutes in the game, and we have 4 turrets down in favor of Onyx PH.
Oh, Kaltisi might be spotted out here, but he's gonna TP away. Mid lane turret just evaporates. 2 Blade of Despairs picked up just like that as well. You know, like clockwork.
Yeah.
Everything is just going according to plan for Onyx PH.
Bit of a scuffle here by D-Lar and Kaltisi. Oh, maker away the dragon!
Oh, but the crossbow is flying all around Kaltisi. You wanna reach, you get punished.
But as that happened,
are you staying here, Kaltisi?
That's not connect. Not gonna connect.
I think he knew he's gonna TP away. Sicilian will fall, however, they still get found out. Whew. I mean, that would have been a miracle if Kaltisi killed off the Joe and got away with that, especially with the Kimmy in the area.
Yeah, if only that happened, it would have been a completely different story, to be completely honest. And Turtle now is going to be focused.
All that was the first kill of Bren Esports, by the way. But this is gonna be the third turtle now taken by Harriet. Oh my Venus picking up on the Phoenix shield as well. So just
all 3 turtles being secured by Onyx PH. Man, that's bonus gold in EXP, and that's the reason why they are ahead. I mean, look at Wise and Iyak level 13 and 12. Look at Vivo, Kartizi, 8 and 10.
10 is the highest level in Bren Esports. So experience-wise, even if Bren Esports are trying to split up the map with Kartizi on the 1-1, it's just not paying dividends right now.
It's really not. And I feel like a Lord fight might just open a possibility for Bren Esports to bounce back in this game. If not a Lord fight, probably just get 2 guys away from
But look at the problem. If they go for that Lord fight, see how quickly the turrets are dropping. Zaman Force has been committed. Coco will be forced to back away. Lastly, thinking of finding the angle to initiate here, but will find none. And Kartizi, all he can do right now is spam that emote.
Yep, spam that sticker. And speaking of spam that sticker, that's going to be the Lord's Pathway being spammed down. Bren Esports is now in the bad spot because that is going to be Lusty going down by the heads of all my Venus as well. Backline, why? Zaman Force
He doesn't care, he's just diving the base right now. What base? I don't care. I'm gonna dive everything. My Zaman Force is up. I'm feeling good. Arrow won't even connect the porting of the Blue Sea.
Barty of the Blue Sea, indeed. Arrow's going to be connecting on...
Oh, there we go, close ball. He's gonna find the Yaknu. Lots of damage being done now. Double kill. 1-1-1. But no, after that crossbow of Tang is done, you are done.
Why is this dished out a lot of damage there onto Coco while he was backing off? And that was Coco with Faraga armor available too.
Right? And Lasty, he can't do anything. Lasty is that explosive playmaker. He's been around for a while, and he is 0-3-0. Not exactly the game Bren Esports want from their tank player.
I'll be honest, this is not looking like a gold medalist game.
Exactly, Lasty. Onyx PH, I feel like they're in Bren Esports' head right now because they're not playing their game. They're being forced to play Onyx game and they're just adjusting.
I mean, are they just keeping their word that their goal for the season is to become the champion? I feel like that is the case.
Yeah, I mean, with plays like this, with Wise Sports War and a hero that has been nerfed time and time again on that Harith. Well, Harith does play around with time, so he doesn't really care Chrono Dash.
Yeah.
So he goes back in time to when Harith was still strong. That's the Wise mentality, I guess.
Wise mentality, and Wise's Harith has been a problem in Season 4 every time he picks it up. Like a lot of people just
And
cannot
people, for
handle.
some reason, are none the wiser in planning it out.
No pun intended there. And, that's because Harith's not ban-worthy most of the time.
That's true, because he's fallen off so much, and...
But Wise is just being wise with his choice.
Yeah, it's like, when you're playing against a team that just dominate with a hero, like for example, Blacklist International and that Natalia, you just want to take it out, right?
Ban it out straight out.
So maybe Bren have learned their lesson, hopefully, another game older, another game wiser.
Yeah.
Hopefully for Bren.
Maximum level here for Wise and Iakno. Meanwhile, level 13 is the highest, and that's going to be on
I mean, Kartizi, he did get that double kill earlier, so that really helped him find the level, but yet Joe is poking at the top lane right now, so...
Actually looking for an opening.
He wants to find that angle for the Way of Dragon setup, but they will probably just wait for the Lord.
Reading game is strong here for Onyx PH. Vic, this is what I like about Onyx PH playstyle. They're controlling the game, but at the same time, they're just being patient with it. They're just being completely patient with it. They don't rush all the
They don't
fights.
rush, and they find the way to get in their heads. Zaman Force has been committed. Turret just evaporates. Lastly, rolling, finding an angle, but he doesn't find any. Fusaka and Glorious Pathway has been dropped as well. Arrow won't connect onto anyone. Just a perfect Onyx PH mentality, and the Lord has finally come. Is this Judgment Day for Bren Esports? Looking like it. Fusaka falling very low. He's not even dead. Easy, falling very low.
The Lord.
The Lord Glorious is doing the work, and it is indeed retribution for Onyx PH as they find the win with the help of the Lord. Divine judgment, as they say.
Divine judgment.
No Kaja here.
But
No
the divine
Kaja here.
judgment has been expended by that Lord. But it's Onyx PH just showing themselves as being the strong candidate of winning, potentially winning this championship. they were kind of robbed of the opportunity because of that game 3 during the playoffs. But
Yeah, but
Hey,
you know,
it's a different
it's a new season, so you know, start fresh. You've had months to recuperate.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the tongue twisters.
The tongue twisters
not
are-
even a real tongue twister, by the way.
yeah, it's okay. Okay, Swirly. It's all right. But that has been a very good matchup. Onyx Page just really showed how much they want to win the championship here. And points matter here in the regular season. The more points you have, the more chance of you getting into the playoffs.
Exactly.
And the more chance of you being in the playoffs equals the more chance of you being
Champion, you know,
the higher probability you'll
Yeah,
be the champion.
proper goals.
Proper goals.
One baby steps, as they say, but Onyx PH, they're taking leaps ahead right now. They're not just taking baby steps, giant leaps ahead.
And we're gonna make a giant leap towards our analyst nest to see what they have to say about that game.
Na ganun yung in-expect ko. I would have expected a much cleaner game from Onyx PH, honestly. It spells out sa draft pa lang eh. How do you defend against a Harith na may battle medic? Yung battle medic yung kanina yung Hylos tsaka Estes. Number 1, yung Estes pa lang, sobrang nakakairita na yung sustain nun. Dagdag mo pa, pag nagpatong yung Zaman Force tsaka yung Glorious Pathway, di ba? Paano mo papatayin yung Harith?
That's slows and speeds for days because Harris just moves on so fast. Yasu, what do you feel like went wrong for Bren Esports in that match?
Well, I did say na if mapapatay nila dito yung SS kasi SS talaga yung naging pundasyon doon ng Onyx against the Bren Esports, and yung lineup ng Bren is effective siya on the late game. So kung napaabot nila dito ng late game, which is hindi pinayagan ng Onyx PH, and sa lineup nila na yan, hindi din makaporma talaga dito yung Cecilion, especially the Selena.
Alam mo yun.
Wala nang ginagawa si Selena dito sa game na to.
Yeah, they had such a difficult time there, especially few. But looking at the highlights here, look at that play by Onyx PH, and they were really gutsy. Very, very ballsy. Kahit na isip natin what they did was risky, they still went, did it, and nakabawi sila. They were able to walk away with the victory. Do you feel like because of the courage that Onyx PH showed midnight, do you feel like Bren na-throw off sila konti?
I don't think matathrow off ka sa ganitong klaseng draft na pinakita ng Onyx PH. It's just the nature of the game eh. Ito, nakakita tayo ng isang outplay. Makikita mo pa rin naman yung sheer composure ng Bren Esports. Sobrang composed pa rin yung mga player na ito. Pero then again, you have to face the fact na kailangan mong kaharapin tong problema mo eh. The Hylos and the Harith. Nakita natin kanina may preview, 2 beses ginamit nila pag at the same time yung Zaman Force tsaka yung Glorious Pathway. Now, kahit yung Zaman Force lang, hindi na nila masolusyonan eh. Well, yun naman talaga yung problema mo kay Harith. Ever since the world began, yung Zaman Force ni Harith, ang laking problema niyan. Ngayon, inaddress na ni Munton, okay, nerf siya for the first 7 levels. Dinagdagan nila ng Hylos. Diba? How do you address that?
Wow, Onyx PH showing something else here. Yeah, so if you were Bren, with the aggression na pinakita dito ng Onyx PH sa umpisa, let's rethink about it, rewind the clock. Paano kaya makaka-adjust? Oh wait, but hang on, Wise, MVP, 5-0 and 4 on that Harith. Kung ikaw yung Bren dun sa game na yon, ano yung adjustment na you could have done para hindi sobrang one-sided yung match?
Well, I guess sa sobrang bilis nung game na pinakita dito ng Onyx PH, adjustments is medyo mahihirapan ka na. Kasi ang hirap i-adjust ng hero na alam mo na pang late game yung mga line-up mo. And I guess they could have picked a better hero, a better support sana aside sa Selena. Kasi napaka-conditional ng isang Selena. Yung arrow mo, hindi siya ganun kaswak. Kumbaga, they don't have much control sa single hero. They don't have much control, crowd control for the side ng Bren Esports. Wala din silang masyadong protect na maibibigay dito kay Cecilion unless na lang talaga tumama yung arrow ni Selena, which is hindi nila naibigay in the first place sa mga cores nila for the Bren Esports.
And parang continuing pa rin yung trend natin because of the meta na very fast-paced. Kimmy has been on an absolute tear the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, Midnight, how do you go up against the Kimmy? How do you negate the Kimmy and ensure na you won't have a hard time against it?
We've seen that ng open qualifiers. Ang daming match na pumipigil sa isang Kimi. Number one is yung fix your openers. Kapag first fix si Kimi, you have to respect the lineup na pwedeng ibatasin ng kalaban. I don't really like the Selena and the Sicilian. Again, it goes to the idea na kailangan mo i-hit lahat eh. Problem is, kailangan mo pigilan yung early game. You can't rely on those hit and miss na timing. So, probably a Jawhead, a Kufra, a Cho, yung mas stable na openers for your lineup to be able to hold the early game aggression na binabata ng isang team.
Alright, so let's see how Bren will adjust and how Onyx will make the most out of their momentum. Kasi, andito na tayo sa draft. Bren Esports and Onyx PH, game number 2. What can Bren do to sort of reset and approach this differently?
Your team is
Pwede silang
banned.
kumuha ng strategy from other teams. I would really like to see a double marksman strat again. They've run that against Sunsparks. Actually, sobrang successful ng strategy na yun. Very dominant
Your
performance
team
from
is
them.
banning.
The Kimi Granger. Kimi on the hands of Carl DZ and Granger on the hands of you. That is a very well established strategy. Pero Onyx PH, I do think may sagot pa rin sila doon. Even though the Estes is not gonna be the viable option against the double marksman, definitely ang dami pa ring answers against that. Pero one of the options is Diggy, wala na.
Wala na.
Diggy has already been taken out by Bren, so possibly they might be going for that double marksman. Farsa, banning on Onyx PH, and respecting
Your team is
the
banned.
Harith of Wise,
Yes.
banning it out. Onyx PH naman, banning out the Grok.
Your
This
team
time,
is picking.
how does Bren Esports respond?
I was about to say na pwede nilang kunin si Kimi dito kasi yun din yung first pick ng Onyx PH. So if you cannot fight yung Kimi ng kalaban, kunin mo na lang yung Kimi. And sinabi nga ni Midnight, they can go for a double marksman but that will open up sa Ling. Nakita natin yung mga plays ng Ling from last time na may kasamang Natalia. But Ling alone, problema na sakit na sa ulo yan ng isang Kimi lalo na kapag hindi mo na paprotektahan. And Ling, napakahirap din habulin ng hero na yan. Given na tumatalon siya literal sa mga walls. And kung wala kang panghuli sa isang Ling, talaga mahihirap.
So, ayan
Yung
po
mga
yung
gwapo sa screen na.
mga shoutcaster na di nagtatrabaho.
Now they're gonna be going into the desk in just a bit and we will throw it to them when the time comes. Pero nandito pa rin tayo sa draft. Uranus and Ling, first pick ng Onyx PH. And baka makita natin kung yung Bren at PSP was all about the Grok, taking turns, who controlled the Grok, controlled the game. Baka this time around, who controlled the game, wins it. Kufra and Valier. Midnight, how do you feel about this?
Alam mo yun, sobrang ganda ng sagutan. First pick Kimi, you counter it up with the Uranus and Ling. Ngayon, nakita mo na yung Ling tsaka Uranus, you counter it up with the Kufra and Valier. And ngayon, sinagot din naman ng Onyx PH yung Valier and Kufra dito with the Cho. Reason why Cho is really good in this game is number one, pangit na sobra si Tamus in this specific game because of the Valier. Heavily counter yan dahil melee. Ngayon, melee naman si Cho. Pero the thing is, he provides a lot of control compared to a Tam. Si Tamus sobrang one-dimensional hero compared to a Cho. Ngayon,
Your team is
on
banned.
PH, they can definitely ban the Granger on the side of Bren Esports or pwede, actually hindi na pwede mag-fire yung Bren kasi sila mismo nag-ban and wala rin yung Valier. I do think that Granger is a very good ban for the side of Onyx PH.
Let's see if they are gonna go with that. Of course, you don't want to see few holding on to that Granger. That's gonna be terrifying, especially if you have a gaming na nasa team mo. Kali naman ang ban ng Onyx PH. Now, Yasu, how do you think this is gonna go for the rest of Onyx sa draft?
Well, open pa dito, sabi nga ni Midnight, yung Granger na pwedeng i-take ng Bren Esports. But then, baka ito yung ginagawa ng Onyx PH na, sige, kunin niyo yung Granger, meron kaming pambait. They went to pick out Nana para i-counter. Sabihin natin, that's another counter for Kupra aside from Cho. And ayan, parang hinahain kasi talaga ng Onyx PH na, sige, go guys, kunin niyo yung Granger, may sagot kami dyan.
Nakita ko mukha mo, Midnight. There's you're feeling something about this draft. Why did I see a bit of wins from you?
It's a big no-no for me. On number one, Onyx PH could have definitely last pick na Nana. Magandang pick yan. Magandang counter pick against the Kufra. Pero you can definitely save it up. Nag-pick na ng Valier yung Bren Esports. Pwedeng ipan mo yung Granger, kunin mo yung carry, tapos Tamus na lang yung problema mo. Even though may Tamus, remember, Uranus Nana ka. Now, Onyx PH is forced to go for another support. And mukhang gusto nilang maipares yung Lolita kay Nana and make this Uranus a fighter.
Reyna's fighter, we've seen it very effective throughout the regular season 5 here. Probably gonna see that happen. Lolita, let's see if they will commit and lock it in. Oh!
Yeah,
Lilia though.
disaster eh, pag naglalita sila eh. They don't have the reliable damage source. Ngayon, meron silang Lilia. It's very good pick against Kimi. Meron kang pang-counter clear. Pero you're heavily relying on the carrying capabilities of Ling, which we all know medyo hindi ganun kaganda yung ceiling niya against this lineup of Bren Esports. Yes, it's a Granger and Kimi. Kayang-kaya niya pitasin yung dalawang yan. Pero think about the nature of what Bren Esports lineup does. They scale towards the late game and they take towers as well.
Alright, nakita na natin ang draft. Yasu, ano sinasabi ng kutob mo? Who is gonna take game number 2?
I think kung nag-este sila doon, pwede pang labanan yon kasi you can definitely withstand yung damage somehow ng Valir, ng Kimi, and ng Granger. And if nag-SS, I think kung nag-SS naman sila doon, then Lolita for the first pick, laban pa rin yun kasi lahat ng incoming na skills in front of you can just block with the shield ng isang Lolita. But then that's a Nana and that's a Lilia kasi nga lacking sila sa damage. But Bren Esports, I guess they have what it takes. They have the double marksman, Kimi and the Granger, and the firepower as well kay Valir. I guess I'll go for Bren.
Bren, Midnight?
Same goes for me. I would go for Bren. Reasoning behind that is it was a disaster draft for Onyx PH. It's just unfortunate. It's just fortunate for them na may Lilia pa na natira.
For me, I'm gonna have to give it to Bren also. You give them double MMs and you also give you the Granger. This is gonna be scary, but that's it for us. Let's see what our casters think.
Onyx PH is that match for
Number 2 of Bren Esports versus Onyx PH, and as much as I like to root for Bren, seeing that Kimi against a Uranus, one of the best counters, just the perfect wall, it's not looking too good. And I'm Smalley, by the way. Joining me is Nomad PH. You will be on the microphone for this game.
And we are going to be delivering the action as well. Not just going to be on the microphone. I mean, we could, just quite literally not say anything here.
We could, yeah.
But, we're going to be delivering the action.
ASMR stream slash mukbang stream.
We're gonna be delivering the action and now they're gonna go for big team fight.
Oh, beautiful! Very low here already, and this is gonna be a big fight early on. But that was 3 flame shots being committed by Bren and no kill. That is actually quite weird.
2 of them did not connect.
No.
That was
No
okay.
Kobe instincts right now for
No
Bren.
Mamba mentality.
No Mamba mentality, and Uranus doing what Uranus does best. Just soaking a lane, soaking the damage.
Uranus is doing what Uranus does best, which is getting pounded.
Yes, definitely. He wants to get pounded because he will get that Radiant stacks that will get him more HP regen.
And buffs are going to be secured here. Left or right, of course, very crucial.
Lord, where's this Repo? Ooh, but flame shot?
I like the Lilia pickup by Oh My Venus. I just noticed it's an Oh My Venus Lilia.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's
Mage support
why
in
playing the
Repo, nice! Nice usage of his ultimate there, just perfect. Picking up that kill, and Onyx PH just picking up where they left off from the last game.
Just continuing on the surgical kills. Carl TC on his own here on the top side. Does have Lusty there.
And what I really liked about that rotation, the moment Wise picked up his ultimate, he just rotated.
Yeah.
The moment he hit level 4, and
Yeah, Tempest of Blaze is still...
I mean, you get that invulnerability, you get that burst damage, there's just so much utility.
Yeah, it's a good thing that that Onyx actually took Nana, and while that's happening though...
Coco manning up against 3, but not the time you man up, my friend. That is against 3. That was continuing to struggle here at MPL Season 5 at a 20% win rate. And looking like it could be at a 6. What's 1 out of 6?
Oh, it might look like a 1
16.66666. Is that my math correct?
You do the quick math. So there's a reason why I'm a shellcaster in the mathematician.
That's true, but yeah, something like that.
Something around
Something like that.
Sounds about right.
So if you have any math skills in chat, please let us know.
We're not sure about our math.
What is 1 out of 6? Is it 16? Anyways, moving on. You've done too much on the numbers. We want more action.
Yeah, more action is what we want here.
Ooh, Lasty. Ooh, almost
just
found
in
the
time.
angle though.
Oh, that's a Nata connecting just onto Fuzak.
Oh, but Coco,
diving
with
in.
the cleanup, let's those damage. Do you have the damage? Fuzak can fall in
Yeah.
there.
Whoa, the
The passive front, but still Sams will pick up that one, but you know, whenever you get the passive out from a Nana support, he's not gonna be able to do too much of
the blades!
Ooh, the damage, is it gonna be enough? Yes, sir. And the way of the dragon backwards, Coco is falling pretty low, but still very tanky. That is still Sams.
Yeah, Tamu is still going to be farming up. D-Lar is going to be diving in.
Okay, ooh. They finally found Valir over in the backline. Coco now in a bit of trouble here, but nope, they will not pursue further as Ling has called off the hunt.
That's Onyx securing the buffs on the bottom side of Brent. Oh, Lusty actually manages to steal the buff.
You know,
no, he didn't.
Almost. That is classic Lusty right there. You know, known for his turtle and
nice
Lord
block.
Steals. I took a bullet for you.
Nice body block.
Let's see.
I'm not sure if it's intended.
Let's say it was. Let's say it
For
was.
the benefit of the doubt,
Yes,
it's
the
an intended
BOTD. The BOTD.
botted.
The botted.
But the bot, no, it's not on the bot lane here. It's the turtle because it's on the top side, and that is what Onyx PH is eyeing for in this game.
They're thinking about it. They were posturing for it a bit earlier, but with the enemy right on top, decided against it. There we go. You talked about their patience in game 1. Onyx PH, once again, with just the clean discipline.
Very clean discipline. They're not going to be choosing to fight here, but they might just forfeit the turtle here. Lilia is going to be
Yeah, they
rotating.
split up the map. Sams is alone in the bot lane, so they could actually go for him.
Yeah, trades are good.
Okay, they're thinking about it. Sams, not the easiest target though, with the sustain, but
Oh,
nice way of the dragon into the tempest of Blaze. Coco's still alive though. He's fighting. Is it gonna be enough? No, it's not. But good effort. Good effort.
Good effort.
A for effort.
Good
A for
hustle.
effort.
A for effort.
A for effort. Even if Coco did still die, that wasn't a no-no.
Yeah, it wasn't a no-no. But you know, it's still Onyx PA just being themselves. Sure,
Yeah,
they
they're
gave
just-
away turtle. They
It's their
secured the
recognition
Coco. Yeah.
of what the map gives. Sure, they always get that trade. It's not always going to be favorable, but they'll always get the trade if they make a decision
Yes.
across the map.
It's all about the macro game here for Onyx PH. Sure, they may lose one. They may give away objectives left and right, but what matters is the entire landscape of the game. And right now, the landscape is dictating to the fact that Onyx PH
It's
is
Onyx
fighting.
PH's territory right now. Get off my lawn! That's what they're saying.
Get off Mika!
Get off me.
That's what Branding Sports wants to say, and that's what they're doing here on the top side. They're trying to dissuade Onyx PH from staying here, but this looks like this might be a clash.
Lasky, that's still very tanky though. He's still alive. Tempest of Blades will connect. Knocked up. Killed up. Gufra will just drop.
The revenge did not even matter because Tempest Place was already procced.
Yeah.
And this is why if somebody picks Ling, I'd rather just pick a Nana for my team because you can kind of predict where
He'll
Ling's
be
gonna
after,
diving.
There's a tell, as they like to say it. You'll know where he'll end up afterwards. Might even change his angle a bit afterwards, just seeing the Totoro.
Yeah, just seeing the Molina's move. And then
Still call him a Totoro.
they still call him a Totoro, yeah.
No, Dlar doesn't care. Soaking up the damage. That is a lot of Radiant stacks now. Yeah, try easy. Pew, pew, pew away. I don't care.
Lassie gets the knock up onto Oh My Venus. Oh, Rhapsody's not gonna be enough to take down Fuzuken.
And Bren Esports, they're keeping it close. It's still just a 2,000 gold deficit. They might get this turtle. Yes, they will. Granger picks up that
Oh, that's
one.
revenge.
Oh, Lasty. Oh, nice control onto that Ling. Backed into a wall. What can a Ling do?
How many links would a
Does it take?
Ling chuck if a Ling chuck would chuck turrets?
How many Lings does it take to change a door? I don't know. A doorknob? A light bulb?
He doesn't use the doors, he uses the walls.
That's
Theo
true.
Walls, Rebo will go down.
Oh,
Healer and Oh My Venus down to low HP, but they are just going to be disengaging.
Oh,
Yaku's going to be waiting on the sidelines. He does have the Wave of Dragon, and now D-Lar is going to get caught by Coco. Just a bit of a tanky brawl there. Fuse going to be re-engaging. He's trying to clear out the minion waves here. Call TZ doing the same thing, and that is a pure disengage. It's a pure stalemate in the mid lane, but
yeah,
Brand Esports-
he was looking for something. Ling is also in the area. They're gonna find Coco here, not the target you wanna go for though.
I like how Brand Esports just pave the way towards the inhibitor turret in the mid lane.
Ooh, Fusaken, very low. Nice bouncing ball from Lasty. Takes care of the Nana.
And that is a small opening, but Wise is gonna go for Lusty here.
Oh, nice knockback. Lasty will survive. And Oh My Venus still hasn't died, but not doing as much damage as you want. We have the Dragon to disengage over in the bot lane. Coco still thinking about wanting to go for the re-engage, just, asserting dominance. That's what he wants to do.
They assert dominance as much as they can. That's what what Bren is trying to do here. They are trying to assert their dominance. They do have the upper hand in terms of map control because the mid lane is wide
Oh,
open.
he finds the knockup.
And
Oh My
gets the
Venus
revenge
into
as
the
well.
arrow, into Sonata. Oh my G! Oh My Venus with the plays. Not gonna be good enough though, but another A for effort play right there.
Another A for effort play, but that's going to be another kill going inside of Bren Esports, and they are going to be bouncing back. Top lane turret is going to be the next primary objective here for Bren Esports, and it is going to go down. If Bren Esports just keeps it up, secure objectives, secure the turret so that they can get the map control.
Oh, yeah, no, into the way of the Dragon. Beautifully done. Coco is now gonna drive, but he's defying.
Oh, yeah,
Ashley
Coco
finds
not
the
gonna die.
defend. Coco's still manning up. He might get 4-1. Coco with the plays.
Repo's going to be responding to this, but Wise is just going to be hopping on the walls and not give a damn, and the World Carteezy will be following. They're going to be following up. And now this is when Bren Esports is starting to become a problem.
Definitely.
Carteezy and not Lusty. Carteezy and View, they're starting to build up their items. They're starting to get a lot of space there. And looking at that
There we go. The 1-1-3 from Coco against the world. I got this. I'm gonna get the return kill on the Nana, and not just the Nana. Another one as well, and that was just beautiful.
Very, very beautiful, and this is how Bren Esports is going to be bouncing back in this game. Just those types of plays from the individual plays that will amount to them securing turrets. That's how they're going to win the game. And their lineup is push-centric because of that Kimmy.
You have a Kimmy with Secret Shop as well, and Lasty is just playing so much better this time around on the Cooper, just protecting.
Nice.
The knock-up onto Dillar here, but Wise ends the backline. Tempest Blade won't connect onto View, however. Lasty falling very low here, and he will still die in the backline, and they're going to find the Uranus, all the Radiance in the world. We don't care. And Coco is feeling good after that misplay, outplay in the bot lane. They're going to find the knock-up onto Fusaken. They're going to find more. That was just beautifully done for Lasty all the way here, and they're going to transition into a turret right here, right now.
And they might just actually end this Bren Esports.
Yeah, they're
Oh My Venus on his own. Goes for the range.
Okay.
Flash is going to be committed, but this I don't think it's going to be enough.
Doesn't matter, they're just gonna go for the jugular. Right here, right now. First game 3 in week number 2. Finally, it's not gonna be an Onyx PH show as Bren have come to play.
And now, game 3, it's looking like a very, very good game for all of these guys. And this is the caliber of gameplay that we really want to see. And now, the end is here. There's one more game. What do you think is going to be the turnaround here? It's going to be down to a best of one. It's going to be a hard reset for these guys. What's the game plan for both of these teams?
Well, Bren, they want to make it into the late game because I feel like they're more that type of team. While Onyx, they want to run at you from the beginning and get as much map control, as much of, asserting the dominance very early on. That's what Onyx PH is about. On the Lilia for Oh My Venus, yes, he had some plays, but I feel that on another support hero, he could have done more.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Onyx PH tries to stop Bren Esports from grabbing the reins, I feel like that they can still bounce back into the game. But at the same time, the same goes for Bren Esports. As long as they control the tempo, go for the macro-centric plays, just secure the objectives, just like what Onyx PH did, they might just come back into game number 3 and might take it out. But we're going to take it out over towards their ads. Let's find out what they think about that fight. Reptar, take it away.
Nah, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like what happened was Bren played their own version of the game that Onyx played earlier. And that's what happened. Parang nag-flip lang yung script. Kayo naman, what do you guys have to say about the game?
Well, for me, sa unang moments ng Bren dito, medyo nababagalan ako sa kanila. Usually, if you have 2 marksman, especially Akimi, makikita mo sila doon sa may buff ng kalaban Which is unusual na hindi natin nakita na nasa top lane agad dito si Kimi, Carteezy, and medyo nahihirapan sila dito. But then, ang mga napapatay lang naman ng Onyx sa umpisa is puro tank lang, always Gakufra.
And yeah, I gotta comment here, Lusty have had some really, really key
Oh, yeah.
Tyrant's revenges in. Other than Lusty, who else in Bren impressed you, Midnight?
I do think na ito talaga yung specialization ni Kokoy. Yung Samus, dito talaga siya nag-shine eh. Ren Esports, medyo late nilang ginawa. They gonna definitely lane this one. Siguro maglalabas ako number dito. 3-1-1. 3-1-1 dapat yung lane setup sila dito. Late nila ginawa, pero they shine. Nakita natin yung Samus kanina pumatay ng dalawa. The lane was not enough. Hindi talaga, parang kanta yun eh, no? Hindi talaga kaya magbuhat ni Ling dito sa game against Ren Esports. Well, may ano naman, nagkaroon sila ng window dito for Onyx PH. Unfortunately, they lost it. Wise being caught off guard by the Kufra on the turtle. That was a turning point. Yun na yung yun na yung kumaga si Coach Rio dito, sabi niya, oy Wise, dito tayo natalo. Dun sa point na yun nung nahuli sila sa turtle. That's something that you can expect. Tina-timing ng Bren yan. Nakikita niyo pag nagre-respawn yung turtle, alam nila magta-turtle buff yung Link. So, sana nauna yung Onyx PH dun sa area. They could have definitely contested that area. Ang problema kasi pinapasok ng Bren Esports and lastly found the perfect target. It was the Link.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see our MVP of the match. The side of Bren Esports, it's Few on the Granger 2, 0, and 6. Now, you did mention kanina, Midnight, na merong opening yung Onyx na nung umpisa nung laban, the control was on their side.
Yeah.
They had the better start to the match, and kung kalaban mo yung Kimi, that's what you want. Yeah, so do you feel like kung hindi nila nabitawan yon, na they could have just went all the way and won it? Or inevitable ba na... Oh yeah, let's stick with the first question. There we go.
Well, nasabi mo na kung may ikikip nila yung momentum na ganon, ang problema is, yun nga, nahuli nga itong si Ling, and dun yung pinaka-turning point ng Onyx PA, ng Bren Esports para ma-turn around yung game na to sa favor nila. But then, si Ling, alam natin malikot yan, and hindi kayang i-carry nga ni Ling, sabi ni Midnight, yung game. At yun nga din yung nakita natin sa Onyx PH. Hindi masyadong naging reliable si Lilia pagdating sa may mid-game for the side of Onyx PH. Kasi ang mangyayari dyan, siling na lang yung aasahan nila. While the rest of the team, hindi niya madedependahan.
So you feel like this was a draft issue from the start?
Yes, quite a bit. Pero nagkaroon din kasi nagkaroon din ng issue inside the game. Kasi, ito na yung hinaharap ng Onyx PH. Mapigilan nila mag-push yung Kimi and Granger lineup. Now, ang only choice na lang ng Bren Esports is to fight for the late game. Kailangan nilang mahanap yung window na makapag-farm against this Ling. Kasi the Ling can definitely overtake the game. Although hindi sila nagtutulak ng towers, Ling is a very good assassin. Mind you, sinabi natin kanina before the game started, ang sarap patayin ng dalawang marksman. It's Kimi and Granger. That's the perfect target you want as a Ling. Yung carry kasi papalaga ka nun. So, may buhat potential si Ling. Unfortunately, yun nga lang, napitas siya and nag-resume yung game ng Bren Esports.
And looks like here we are, nasa draft naman tayo, still banning out
Your
the
team
Harith
is
of
up.
Wise. Siguro, very impressive showing from Wise na sabi ng Bren, yeah, let's not gamble, let's not give it to them. They ban out the Kimi, so iba yung story. It's not who gets the Kimi will win the series, but na-ban out. With the Kimi getting out of here, how does this change the scope of the draft? Kasi yun nga, very first picks ng both games, if I'm not mistaken, si Kimi eh.
Yeah.
Yasu?
Yeah, lagi nila first pick dito si Kimi. Kasi if you can fight Kimi talaga, might as well just ban it. Kasi first game natin nanalo si Kimi. Kimi napakataas ng win rate since day 1 ng ating FPL Season 5 just because ang aga niya nare-receive yung damage na binibigay niya sa inyo. And they will be also banning out the Balir kasi napakaganda yung binibigay na early game advantage with the Kimi, with the Balir sa mapa natin, especially with the invade. And the moment talaga na na-take na yung buff nyo ng kalaban, doon na unti-unting magpo-fall open, doon na rin unti-unting makokontrol ng kalaban yung mapa. And Kimi and Valir, sila yung dalawang hero na ang lakas ng agaw potential.
Yeah. So let's see how Onik will respond.
Ling!
Ooh, they get the Ling again.
Yep.
Now, what does Onik have to do here with their Ling? Make sure that this time it goes
Your
well for them,
team
Midnight.
is picking.
Well, for one, worry about the upcoming Digi pick from Bren Esports. Not entirely sure kung yun yung iniisip ng Bren dito, pero it's a definite possibility for the side of Bren Esports. And now they pick up the Sams, one of the fewer options then against a Ling the way you counter a Ling is by building a lineup that is so sustainable.
Nana.
That's why Esmeralda and
Your
Camus
team
works
is
well
picking.
against these heroes. Pero Nana is a substitute for the DE. Kasi the thing about Nana is kapag nakita mo yung Ling, maglapag ka lang ng mga alaga mo sa tabi-tabi, yung mga lugar-lugar dyan, para pagbaba ni Ling, ay magta-transform siya.
Yeah, turns into a cat. Now, Onyx now will be going up against Tom's. Galing ni Coco in that last game. And of course,
Carry.
the Nana. Carry,
Your
you're getting
team
picked out
is
by
banned.
Onyx PH. Yasu, how do you feel about that?
Well, ang nakita ko kasi kanina, yung tanks ni Coco, that's vengeance. Plus Counter and Inferno. He's got all the balik ng buhay
lahat
na
ng
kinakailangan. Oo nga eh, kaya napatay niya pa yung dalawa or napabagsak niya pa si Nana and also yung kasama niya sa may bottom lane. Now, I'm not really sure kung bakit hindi sila. Kasi last time nag-pick ng Ling and then Onyx PH, they counter it with an Estes. Now, Onyx PH, they have the Ling. I'm thinking na might be Brand Esports interested sila sa
Your team
Estes
is
dito.
banned.
Probably they could work around that kasi talagang nagiging useless yung Ling from before against an Estes. Sabi nga ng isa pa nating shoutcaster na ang bagal ng ultimate dito ni Ling. Pagkabagsak ni Ling, buo na ulit yung buhay ng mga kakampi. So I'm not really sure but I guess Brand Esports will not opt for Estes. They're still gonna go for the damage type lineup. So I guess Nana, ito din yung isang hero na sinasabi nila na counter talaga kay Ling. Kasi unless hindi siya nasa lapag,
Your
safe si Ling.
team
Pero
is
kapag ka bumaba ka, andyan si Molina like, hello.
Like, hello, yun ba yung voice line na sinasabi ng Molina pag may nakita na transform. Green yun naman, pinana out dito ng Onyx PH. Now, this is what I love about being here at the FPL Arena. We get to see all the wonderful people there. You see Coach Leather Goods joining us here. Hylos now
Your team
picked
is
out
picking.
by Onyx PH. How are you feeling about this midnight? We're getting into the late stage of the draft.
I was expecting the Akaya Fools again kasi the Bruno and the Claude is not looking pretty good for Brand Esports. So kung 1-1 na lang yung option ng Brand Esports, by the way, shoutout sa'yo kung sino man yun. Kung 1-1 na lang yung option ng Brand Esports dito, it might have been a good option to go for the Akaya na sinasabi natin kanina. Again, you have to foresee kung ano ba yung binabato ng Brand Esports dito. Pero wala na tayong problema, sinara na ni Venus in drop with the
Indeed.
Estes.
Indeed.
And yung nakita natin doon, of course, Gripzo. Kumusta kayo dyan?
Yeah.
STI. But now, it's the game. Bren and Onyx PH. Man, I can't decide. What do you...
Si Coach yan, di ba? Natulog. Si Coach Rio. Tama ba?
I think it is. But, we gotta get to our favorite portion here. I can't think right now. So, I'll leave it to you guys. Yasu, where are you gonna take?
Well, para tayong bumalik sa first game neto with the Estes game na may pan-sustain against an ulti coming from the 1-1. I guess I'm going for Onyx this time.
Onyx PH.
Well, I don't like the Hylos pick for Onyx PH, pero I don't really like the 1-1 as well. So I would rather side with Onyx PH.
It's like they both have goods and the negative sort of like face each other. It's a hard pick. So I'll go again with my first prediction na tayo yung panalo lahat because makikita natin ang game 3 between Bren and Onyx. But that's it for us. Let's bring it to our casters for the action.
The decider series is upon, not the series, the decider game.
Deciding game of the series.
There you go.
Proper pronouns. And what's that? No. There's a proper term for that.
Okay, let's talk about that later on because we're going to be diving straight into the game. Brand Esports versus Onyx PH, game number 3. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to rise from the rest? Who's going to be legendary in this game?
Preposition. There we go.
Smash them.
I
Preposition.
completely lost my train of thought. Thank you
It's
very much.
okay, but yeah, game number 3. Who you got here, my friend?
Prepositions.
Prepositions.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
English lessons.
I'm actually, it looks like there's a big scuffle there on the top side.
That was 2 flame shots committed and no kill, unfortunately, to show for it.
Oh my goodness, it is opting to go for the flame shot as well, just to add that extra level of knockback in case there's a team fight, so that he can knock eventually Carl TZ out of the way.
Definitely a Coco. He's gonna go for this steal here, and Losty will secure that one, while Few and company are just gonna go back into their jungle. 1-1 hasn't won yet, unfortunately, in this series, but on the flip side, we have an Estes and a Hylos who have won.
Yeah.
So we
And
gotta favor the winning side, if stats don't lie,
I actually like how Bren Esports just picked the Nana
against the Ling.
against the Ling.
Yes, we talked about it. If you just place it wherever he is at the Tempest Double, he's just gonna get polymorphed right afterwards
Yeah, just turn into a Totoro.
into a Totoro.
It's exactly the play style there. And it's all about forcing out the Molina smooch here from Rebo. That's what Onyx PH needs to do. I mean,
Ooh.
yeah, the cooldown's relatively okay, but if there's a big team fight, you can only have one Molina smooch.
That's
Especially
true.
if it's a quick team fight.
But you know, if he's gonna be like just waiting for that Ling every single time, if they're gonna say that is your job for this game, just watch that Ling. That's all we want you to do.
And Lashley's there to help out in terms of just zoning everybody out because of the Guardian's barrier.
This last is Grok, you know, still one of the more iconic player-hero combinations we have in Mobile Legends Philippines.
Kind of miss the olden days when it was Lee's Grok during Season 2. Then Grok completely gets banned during Season 3, the entire season.
I mean, until now, very high pick and ban rate on that Grok man.
Because Grok really provides a level
So much,
of
yeah.
exposure, a level of just, I'm not going to be hurt by your TCs because I have the power of nature in my side. Exactly how Grok.
Plus, you know, if you find that perfect Guardian barrier, it's just gonna be so bad for the opposing side.
Plus one good wild charge to knock everybody up.
Yeah.
That's the perfect setup.
Plus a hero with, you know, if you get caught out, you can use the wild charge defensively as well to just get yourself out of a sticky situation.
And a lot of options here for this
Turtle
Grok player on that.
resurrecting soon.
Let's see on that Grok, I mean. And he also has a flame shot, so as soon as he puts up the Guardian's barrier, if somebody's
Wise really wanted to go for that, just jumping out of nowhere. Lastly, falling very low now. Wild charge used defensively. Totoro used
That's
onto
what we're
Wise
talking
perfectly
about.
here. Busa can falling pretty low here, but still not
Or
low
that
enough.
they take-
The heal is sustained for days, but will it be enough? No, it won't. Grok picks up that one.
And that is Bren Esports getting the early momentum, securing that first kill on the Bazookan.
Buzuken, we have a new player. Buzuken. But look where,
Molina doesn't know where to go.
but look where Uranus is. He was cutting the minion wave near the third turret over in the top lane. Just feeling so comfortable. He doesn't care. But yeah, his team will not be able to secure Turtle. Oh my Venus is in the area, but a flame shot is already being blocked out by Kaltizi. Buzuken.
Is, you know, it's not.
He's fine. Look at that. Last, he's feeling himself now. He's teleporting.
Looks like he's doing the same thing. Oh,
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just
we can't fight yet.
friendly banter from the two players here. Tempest
Matt.
plays
Oh!
the midnight. The elites. So many healers, 2 down. Even if that was Wise who actually wanted to go for that play. But Bren Esports now on a 3-0 up to 1,000. Experience-wise, definitely in their favor as well.
Onyx has 5 masks.
Ooh, okay. This is all about setting the meta like they did last
They
season.
were the first team to go for a 5-man mask setup, but while it's happening over the top lane, the Law are going to be transformed into a Molina.
And that was okay. They just stood there. They couldn't do anything.
What do I do?
What
What do
will
I
be here. Glorious Pathway has been committed, but Carmilla picks up that one from Few.
And that is going to be, it should be an easy top lane turret because that is a 4-man heavy rotation.
That's what Bren want to play. That's why Ling has such a low win rate. Because that is how you play against the Ling. You just hold hands and play as a team.
Ling is an assassin. An assassin takes out his target one at a time, not, you know, I'll kill everybody all at the same time. You're not a burst mate.
I mean, yes, you do a bit of AoE damage with Tempest of Blades, but that's it.
That's just basically it. You do well in duels. They should be called duelists.
And whenever you're an assassin with Bounty Hunter and you haven't gotten a single kill at the 5-minute mark,
Yeah,
you're regretting
these are
some decisions in life.
high and dry maybe.
High-end dry
Turtle
maybe, yeah, but still. Let's see, if you're a duelist, you like going for the high-end dry, but still it's a preference for the heroes. Custom emblems are still there as well, so you know, you can just get whatever you want when you need it. Gary? over in top lane doesn't really care, but lastly, just getting into the heads of Onyx PH. You know what they say, in a 3-game series, the winner of game number 2 is always gonna have that mental edge.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to ride the momentum in order for them to win, and that is what Brent Esports is doing here. Currently sitting 4-0 and having a 4,000 gold lead. Secured the crab turtle. Not gonna happen by Brent Esports. And that's Onyx Dilar.
Dilar falling? Not really in danger here, Coco. Oh, Grok is over in the back line though. Will he find an angle? Grok might find Ling, but will he go for it? I don't think so. Carmel is still split pushing in the top lane. They're playing at patience this time. Brent Esports said, yes, we recognized your patience from last game. We can play one better.
Yeah, we acknowledge the patience that you have been delivering in this game, and we shall deliver the same amount of
or even more patience.
So like a hospital. Yeah, jam-packed hospital.
Oh wow, the pun. Didn't see it go in that direction.
Exactly, we are going that direction because right now Onyx Nation is being stuck in a body bag.
Yeah, they are.
4-0, and they are relatively 5,000 gold lead here by Brent Esports.
Yeah, very close to the ICU for Onyx PH
very,
right now.
Very close, and they have to be rushed to the emergency room as soon as a big team fight happens, because that's what Brent Esports honestly wants to happen. They want to catch out a lot of members from Onyx PH so that they can start with the massive snowball push.
And they're just gonna wait for the next objective. You're 30 seconds away. Lasty playing with their hearts right now, charging it up, but not gonna go for it. You know, just psychoing the enemy. Oh my god, was there Uranus there? No, there wasn't. Wild Charge was used. Uzaken, he's skanky, but there's no damage. They don't really care, and he's just gonna drop here. Will it be enough? Oh my goodness! You are gonna just drop here. Yaknu, can he go for a turn kill?
To survive, he's gonna jump.
Oh, he wants it! He wants it because he's still alive! No.
Greedy!
Greedy, a bit too greedy, but was it worth it? Not at all, unfortunately.
It wasn't worth it at all, and it's now looking really, really bad here for Onyx PH.
7,000 gold in favor of Brent Esports. What can Ling do? Ling is still farming because it's the only thing he can do right now.
Ling practice 40 hours.
Ling, anyways, lastly he finds Ling. Well charged, knocked up. Rebo is there as well. Don't they? Unfortunately, no more CC. And Wise, oh well, they're gonna find him. Almost found him, Wise. Guardian barrier into the alley-oop for the minions. Well played, Mr. Lasty.
Kobe.
Oh
my god, that was a good play from
that was just a swag play right there.
And he's the highest kill in the team. I mean, looking back into the team fight, why is he doing what he can? He dodged out the flame shot, does not touch the wild power.
There you go. Guardian barrier. Ooh!
To the minions. The winions. And that is slowly becoming the downfall. And as I was just saying, Lusty is the highest kill. Has the highest skill in
he's
the
just feeling it good. Uzaken on that high loss already 0-5 crossbow tang. Unfortunately, not gonna be enough as well as.
Endless battle. Molina's going to be there as a defensive measure, and I feel like this might be it. Brent Esports wants to end the Guardians.
Whenever Lasty's playing like that, his team is just going to be so smiling from ear to ear.
Weiss is going to try to stop any more pushes from the minions. And that is exactly what Onyx PH wants to happen. They want
to stop. But is he going to go for the jugular right here, right now? They are trying to make some space. You will fall here. Uranus picks up that one. Fuzaken, as well as Ling. Ling finally TPing back here. Let's see if they find the kill. Weiss can't find an opening. Not at all. Oh my Venus! He's going to fall crossbow of Tang as well. Fuzaken falling very low.
The F1 one. Oh my god, he's going for Dilar as well. He might actually get a triple here, and he does get a maniac. Weiss actually go for the savage here onto Weiss.
Weiss is just gonna run away. I'm out, boys. I'm out. I want none of this. I don't want the quarrel in my knee. I don't want that.
Weiss' objective here is to try to cut the minion wave from going in.
It's buying them time right now. 10 seconds away.
But the minion wave with the mid is just gonna be all my Venus and Fuzaken going up.
Yeah, they can go for the win now. Weiss gonna use Tempest of Blades just defensively.
That's it.
And this is gonna be game. 8 seconds, 5 seconds. I don't think they're gonna make it. Okay, Miami Venus. He's gonna poke. Just get rid of the minion wave. And he is up as well. Weiss might get away with this. He's just creating so much space right now. Lasty and Weiss, round 2. Lasty got this. I think he's just standing there. the minions,
Now
now
is the
assist to the turrets, you know. Sharing is caring.
Indeed. That is the case. And now Onyx PH need to stop defending this. They need to stop defending this. They need to start getting the Lord.
But yeah, lastly, he'll even TP in, and Wise was just hands up. I know I'm dead.
I'm gonna die anyway, but I'm still gonna try to escape. You know, just swag. A couple bit of swag. Give me that
swag,
Give me
but
that highlight play.
lastly,
4-0 and 5 on that.
4-0 and 5, definitely a shoe-in for MVP right now.
No, I don't think so. Cruelty is sitting at 7-1.
But I think Lasty had more of an impact.
Had
though.
more of an impact. Very, very big.
But yeah, the crossbow of tanks from Cruelty were just beautiful. Just
Very-
quarrels for days.
Securing a maniac, and this might be Bren Esports trying to go for the juggler here because it's now the defensive lifetime
And
for
Lord
Onyx PH.
is here.
Coming out.
Glorious
Yeah.
pathway.
They're gonna try to look for the fight here. Oh my Venus goes for the death there. There goes Steve Tempest and Blade, but the HP's dropping very low because there goes the combo of Tang securing a double kill on the Growth Easy. Make that a triple, and this is gonna be good. And they did! A Bren Esports!
Are back to 1 against Onyx PH after one hell of a series.
That's vintage Bren Esports.
Vintage Bren Esports. They did not give up on that 1-1 pick, and it paid off.
And it's all a matter of the fact that we're going to recall in front of face, just like what happened during Season 1. That is very, very vintage,
Yes.
and that is well fought by Bren Esports.
Yes.
Fortunately, Onyx PH, they lose this one out. Their current win streak is on.
Lasty was just playing out of his minds. The assist to the minions, assist to the turret. Just beautiful grok play right there. You know, still one of the best groks in MPL.
So one of the best Groks. We still have to commend Lusty on that Grok because he was doing a very, very good job just zoning everybody out. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have to give it to
Carltiz
Carltiz for that,
on the
because now-
1-1. 7-1 and 5?
7-1.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's 10-1 and 5 now.
It's 10-1 and 5. Oh yeah, because he got
a triple kill.
He got a stat padded a bit towards the end.
And you know that's a good fight. That's a very good fight, and I am very much looking forward to the next set of matches that will be happening tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
I'm lost for words. That was a very good fight, and I'm gonna bid farewell for now. We're gonna know, man, this is Swirly. We're gonna throw it on over to our
panel.
to our panel. So we'll see you tomorrow. Take it away, Reptar.
They take the series away from Onyx 2-1. And I just want to ask you guys, what was the turning point moment in the match for you, Midnight?
Nung pinik ng Breath yung Grok ni Lusty and pinik ng Onyx yung Hylos ni Fuzakin. Again, medyo inano natin to kanina, dapat Akai. And mukhang hindi talaga specialty ni Fuzakin yung Hylos.
Yasu.
Ako, nung nakita ko pa lang na in the beginning, pinalakas nila agad itong 1-1. Finanel nila yung dalawang buff agad kay 1-1. And 1-1, I only know 1-1 na pang late game hero. But this 1-1, napakabilis niyang makuha yung power spike niya in this game.
Yeah, and that's thanks to really Brent taking care of the marksman. Tignan natin ang mga highlights from that game. That was a great wall there by Lusty, using the Guardian's Barrier. Hindi makalabas dun ang Fuzakin, Hylos, and that, for me, that was my turning point when nakuha nila yung double kill with that power of, with that wild charge.
Yeah.
Now, Bren Esports here really didn't let go of the game. But if you were Onyx naman, at which point, or what could have been your opening to turn it around naman, Midnight?
Yung lineup nila kasi talagang naghihintay lang ng timing to. You're relying on the carry. Effectively, ang gustong gawin ng Onyx PH dito is kunin lahat ng space available in the specific game and ibigay yun kay carry and make use of the link. Problem is, heavily countered si Link in the specific game. Medyo malingkot yung link natin. Kasi tingnan mo yung ginagawa sa kanya. Hinahabol na siya ni Lusty and every time na bababa siya, may Nana nakaabang. Nakita nyo naman yung score ni Ribo kanina ng post-game. Sobrang taas. This is the effect of the Nana on the side of Bren Esports.
Now, the Ling getting picked out here again. Yasu, do you feel like this was more of Wise not playing it well or Bren just responding to the Ling well?
I guess ito yung Bren na nagre-respond sa Ling really well. And napakaganda din nung pang-counter nila kay Estes na sinagot nila for that 1-1. Sana na hindi naging effective since yung Onyx Page dito, yung mga pinangaharap nila kay 1-1, natutunaw na lang bigla up to the point na hindi ginagamit ni Estes yung kanyang ulti unless mag-ulti din si 1-1.
And this is, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we've seen a highly, highly effective 1-1 play. Carl Tizzy is your match MVP. 10-1 and 7. Muntik na. Nakita natin yung Savage, pero Maniac. Parang meron ka na nasabi dun.
Para sa akin kasi, parang yun na ata yung pinakamaangas na MVP na nakita ko. Angas kasi nung post ni Carl. Parang, ano pa? Sino pa? Next.
Wow, well, there we go. We saw it. The match that a lot of us have been waiting for. Bren Esports versus Onyx PH. Bren getting the victory. 2-1. From us in the panel here, thank you so much. A hell of a great show from both teams. And of course, we just want to thank this whole thing. The MPL is presented by Smart, the official sponsor, Realme Smartphones, official gaming headset partner, Logitech, organized by Moonton. That was a series with some really great highlights. So now, makita natin ang top 5 plays of the series brought to you by Realme.
Kami po ay nagbabalik dito sa MPL Season 5. Kasama ko ngayon dito si Ribo ng Bren Esport. Bago ko tanungin yung dami o kung ilan yung naging teleport sa laban doon sa game number 3, gusto ko munang malaman anong nangyari nung game number 1? Paano kayo nahirapan against Onyx PH?
Ano lang yung parang practice lang namin yung game 1.
Practice lang yung game 1. So, totoo yung sinabi ng panel, download game para sa Bren Esports. Pero ito, Ribo, going game number 2 to number 3, grabe yung comeback na nagawa nyo sa series na yon. Bigyan mo naman kami ng any thoughts. Sabi mo, practice yung number 1. Yung number 2 at number 3 game, ano siya? Kamusta? Bigyan mo naman yung mga viewers natin, especially online.
Ano lang yung parang mga rank game lang.
Rank game lang according dito kay Ribo. Pero ito, meron ka bang any shoutout especially sa mga fans ng Bren Esports dyan na nanonood online and as well dito sa MPL Arena?
Masasabi ko lang sa mga kalaban namin, mag-iingat na kayo. Boss Jeff, saan tayo kakain?
Yon. Sa mga makakalaban, maghanda-handa na daw kayo. Pero syempre, kay Boss Jeff, saan daw kayo kakain? Pero yun, maraming salamat, Ribo, and congratulations once again. You can join your team now. So, before nating isara itong show natin for this Saturday evening, we would like to thank our sponsor. This event is being presented by Smart, our official sponsor, Realme Smartphones, and our official gaming headset partner, Logitech. And this event is organized